Hey everyone, hope I'm catching you all on a great day and welcome to another qmoniep video. This one is going to be another top topics of the week for Godfall. The response to the previous video was fairly positive, so seems like you guys are finding this type of content useful, so I decided to go ahead and keep that going, guys. And I decided not to make this one too long, guys, but it does have some valuable information, especially if you're a new player to Godfall. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this new document from the Reddit user who produced the old document with the items to make builds and how to take advantage of Dreamstones. He actually made a guide now for Lightbringer, and he also has a YouTube, which I'll go ahead and shoot a link to. He actually has some pretty cool builds on this page, guys. I definitely would recommend checking those out, but definitely the docs he makes are just superb. It looks like it came from one of the devs themselves, guys, so I highly recommend it. Go ahead and check those out. And I know we spoke about new content coming on the previous video, but actually going over these users' conversation in Discord definitely kind of helps you think about the timeline on how things may come, especially since we don't have a timeline from the devs themselves. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this comment, guys. So this user states, any talk on new DLC anytime soon? Okay, and shout out to my guy here for this response, because he actually talked about the previous history of the DLC whenever the game released and how the follow-up came with the updates, the primal updates, and all the way up to where we are now with the Fire and Darkness and the Lightbringer. So we go according to the previous timeline. You know, the game launched on November the 12th of 2020, and they got the first DLC on February the 13th of 2021. That's about 3 months. So if we go on that timeline, it could be about 3 months with high hopes. Of course, this is not anything accurate. This is just our best guess. But yeah, so about 3 months if we're sticking to that timeline before we could get any type of new update. And from the primal update to the DLC that recently dropped, that's about 5 to 6 months. So that's basically from February of this year all the way up to August of this year. That's about 5 to 6 months. So keeping that in mind going forward with any new content, it actually could end up being a year from the release date to when we could get our next update, guys, because it actually will be in November, and we sticking to the 3 month difference between when after something drops or new content drops to an update for it. It's about a 3 month range, so it would definitely make sense to see them do an update in November of this year. Actually, on the flip side, it is October, November is next month, and we haven't heard any news about that. So usually there is some type of signal that new updates are coming, but they have been silent in the past too. So you usually could get some things and it just drops that same day with no warning at all. So it's hard to say with this one, but it's definitely possible to hit a year and get an update, guys. That would make a lot of sense. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at Reddit. So one of the top posts I found was future consume element options, and after that he mentions, are there any plans on ways to consume elements outside of time and attack or heavy attacks? Now I know some of our vets already probably have this figured out, but for some of our new players coming to the community, you actually could do consume with the shield, and don't feel bad about it. It actually took a lot of us a while to figure out shield does consumption. Where after the new DLC, a lot of our videos that I saw online didn't have this figured out until maybe a month after the DLC dropped. So don't feel bad about not knowing that, but you actually can consume with the shield. Let's go ahead and take a look at this comment. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this comment. So this user states, I'm pretty sure that the shockwave that comes with the returning shield is considered a time and attack because it consumes a whole pack of element inflicted enemies as kind of an AoE option. And that is correct. That is correct. You also can do it with the spectral shield. So yeah, you have 2 time and attacks you can consume it with the shield, guys, for any of our new players that weren't aware of that. All right, and we'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. As I mentioned, this one isn't going to be too long. Wasn't too many important topics that came up this week, but definitely want to go ahead and let you guys know about that timeline, because after thinking about it and reading these guys' comments, it does seem that that could come into fruition in that way, guys. But as always, if you guys have any other information or you have any other thoughts on these timelines or any other information you want to go ahead and provide or any requests, guys, go ahead and throw that in the comment section. I enjoy engaging with you guys on topics like this. I would love to see what's on you guys' mind and pick your brains on this. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you want to see more content, more builds, definitely go ahead and throw me a subscription. It does help and I appreciate it. Also, like and share. It does help as well, guys. Want to thank you again for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your day.